So if we start running, you know we're not supposed to be here and somebody's shooting at us.
He's kidding.
Merry Vlogmas 2022.
Hey everybody, I'm Natasha.
And I'm Bill.
And we're nursing our travel bug.
We've been full-time RVing for over 5 years now.
And we document our journey right here on YouTube. But for the next 25 days, we are participating in Vlogmas, where we release a video every single day.
Make sure you start at day 1 so you know what's happening. And subscribe and ring that notification bell.
Now, on to today's episode.
Vlogmas Day 18.
Coming at you.
What are we doing this time? We're heading out and about. We are scouting sites. What are we doing? Stay with us. We are headed out. We were out the other day, saw some beautiful scenery up by Tonto National Forest and Saguaro Lake, or Lake Saguaro. Then we stopped by this OHV site, which is kind of open to boondocking. Wasn't very thrilled about that.
I think that one would have worked if we had a smaller rig. It had like really, really soft sand. We saw a lot of small rigs, Class C's, travel trailers. I didn't see anybody with a big old 20,000 pound toy hauler. So I don't think that one's going to work, but I'm hopeful.
Yeah, I was on Fulltime Families. They have different branches. So there's a Fulltime Families Traveling Southwest group on Facebook. Every week they say, where you at? So people can connect. Somebody said they were boondocking east of Mesa. I'm like, that's where we are.
And that's why we came to Arizona, y'all. I mean, yeah, it's been nice being in an RV park and having full hookups, but we really came to check out the scene. Like, if you want to park for free and be out in nature and boondock, the West is where it's at.
But out east, we need some help. So we talked to our friends, and they dropped a pin. They said, right here, you'd fit. Big rig ain't no problem. Come out here and check it out. So that's what we're going to do.
We're going to bring you with us, and we're going to talk about what kind of things we are looking for when it comes to RV boondocking spots, and maybe give you some tips and tricks to help you find the perfect location for you.
But first, we need to stop for some fuel.
Ooh.
For our caffeine-loving soul.
Let's hit it.
It. This area looks much better than the last one we scoped out. Is this what you picture when you're boondocking?
So this is state trust land, and you can go online to find like the approved areas that qualify as state trust land. It's very similar to BLM, but the difference is state trust, you have to pay for a permit to be here.
Yeah, and we need to figure out all the ins and outs. We talked to some folks and said it might be like a map of places you're actually allowed to go, and some are more like, that's somebody's land, that's someone's area. Right now, I don't know where we are, so if we start running, you know we're not supposed to be here and somebody's shooting at us.
He's kidding,
Oh, I think that's a sign. I think it's time to run.
No.
So what do we look for? What are we out here scouting out? Well, number one, most importantly, is she still has to work. So we brought all the internets. We see them all right here. We have T-Mobile, AT&T, a Verizon one, but technically she needs to plug in. So T-Mobile and AT&T are what we are really most concerned about.
And it's not just that I have to have signal. I have to have 25 megabits per second down and 5 up. So it has to be high speed. But after doing some tests, yeah, I think we could totally work out here and not have to have Starlink internet.
Yep. Next thing we're looking for is the roads coming in and out. Are they looking like we'd want to pull our big old toy hauler on?
Yeah. Again, what is great about state trust land or BLM land is that although it's undeveloped, the roads typically are pretty passable for traffic. So all of the roads here are dirt with gravel. Yeah, there's a couple of divots. There are some ruts where maybe people came in and got stuck. But for the most part, they're nice and flat. They're not soft and sunken in like the one we saw at the OHV trail. So yeah, I think we could totally pull our 20,000-pound, 44-foot fifth wheel into this property. In fact, I know we can because we saw a schoolie and a Class A, and those certainly weigh more.
The last thing that I can think of is we're going to tell you about some apps that we use. We need to scope out what's the nearest dump station and where are some places we might be able to go fetch water after Bella showers one time.
Right. So yes, although with boondocking land, there's not like a designated spot like where you're at, knowing that it's close by is beneficial. You can stay on these pieces of property for 14 days at a time before you actually have to move. So we would want to be able to make our water and our tanks last for that period of time. But it's nice to know that something's close if we run out before our time is up.
As we said, you need a permit to even be in here, so we scoped it out. Kind of on the down low, and now we got to go. Let's take you out back to the front gate.
Okay. I swear. There's your transitions. Right, we're safely on the correct side of the fence since we don't yet have that trust permit.
Nope, but it'll work, I think, if that's what we decide to do. Now, the only last part, as we said, to worry about is finding where to dump, where to get water, and with the help of apps like iOverlander, Free Roam, Campendium, that's available on Apple. Even the Harvest Host app will show you the nearest dump station, and the nearest one to here is actually 15 miles, and it's at a KOA.
Yeah, not too bad. What's great about those apps is they will show you things like BLM land, trust land, campgrounds, water resources, dump resources. I believe Campendium will even show you nearby Walmarts or casinos. So they're great apps, and every single one of them is free! You can't go wrong with free. So we have the tools. We've scoped out a good spot. I think we're ready to do some boondocking, babe.
Maybe.
Might be forced to. Because we got no reservations after January 15th.
Well, that's it for today's version of Vlogmas.
We want to know, what is important to you guys when it comes to boondocking? How do you pick your spot? What resources do you use to make sure that you have a spot that's perfect for the way you want to camp? Make sure to leave it in those comments.
Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You know what to do. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring the bell.
Yes, you definitely want to be notified anytime we release a Vlogmas video and whenever we release our regular videos once Vlogmas is over. Well, thanks again. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Bill.
And we're nursing our travel bug, encouraging you to nurse what makes you happy. And that's wide open spaces.
Bye.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Well, stay away from busy highways. They're dangerous.
I don't think the audio is going to come through. I think it'll be fine.